Here's a change in pace, filming in my aunt's garage. I just wanted to put out a quick little video. I tried to do a video, it was just going to be one video entitled Living with Depression and Anxiety. And it ended up being like 4 parts long and about an hour or close to an hour, at least 45 minutes of footage all together combined. If it were to be edited all together or split up into episodes. And I was just kind of all over the place, and I wasn't really happy with the way it turned out because there were more points that I wanted to make that I didn't really get to. And so I decided I'm just gonna focus on one little aspect of my situation and how it's been affecting me depression wise. The thing that drives me crazy the most is when people seem to just dismiss it as it's nothing, and it's like it's something that I'm just making up in my head or something. And like, they act like it's not a real thing, and I'm just, and they act like, almost like trying to like blame me for being depressed is basically what the message comes out to being. And I'm just, just sitting there in shock and disbelief. I'm like, I literally like try to sit there and explain, everything that's gone wrong in my life, and how it seems that like no matter how hard I push, it just more shit keeps happening, more and worse and worse and more. And sometimes I just feel a bit down because, see, and the thing is, when people, they tell me not to be depressed, like it's because, they basically they're saying to just shake it off and just keep pushing on because, you're never going to get anywhere if you don't keep pushing. And the thing is, a lot of people, especially people older than me, I'm 26, the thing is, and they started their job hunt and all that before the depression and all that. So the point that I'm trying to make is they've experienced maybe some pushing and persistence, and then they were able to get a job and get a steady job, steady work flow, and be able to sustain themselves independently financially, and be able to have their own house and be out, even if they're back living with parents now, at least they had been out and experienced, being self-sufficient and independent and all that. So it's easy for them to say from their perspective, yeah, you just gotta keep pushing, because in their heads they're thinking, yeah, well, I kept pushing, I got somewhere. But in my case, when I started my job hunt, well, my original job hunt fresh out of high school, and I was really desperate to get away from my mother and just be independent and free, and I wanted to get my own car. That was like my big main thing, because I just had my bicycle as my transportation. And so what happened is, see, back in the day, that was in 2006, that was right on the edge of the economic shutdown, and I was actually able to experience the tail end of that era, when you could actually walk into a place that has a hiring sign, and you can just walk in and say, hey, you guys hiring? Yeah, I got this position for so and so, can you do it? Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, well, here's an application. And then being given an interview right on the spot, right when you turn in the application, or then you're called back the next day or the next week to come back in and get interviewed and get hired. I experienced that. So I myself, I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, there was a time when you could do that, and you could actually go out and apply, and you get called back, wow, and actually get hired somewhere and start working. But then, 2006 went on to 2007 and 2008, and then that's when I got burned for 2 restaurant jobs that, I was able to get those jobs fairly easily. But then what happened is, those are the dogs, obviously. What happened is, well, you guys can see in the video that I put out how I got burned for thousands fresh out of high school, 2006 to 2008. But it was two restaurant jobs that they're easy to get, and I just walked in, filled out an app, and I was hired pretty much. But then I got burned. So I've never been able to experience what it's like to push and work and succeed, and actually get the fruits of my efforts. I've never been able to experience that. So how can I, from my perspective, be expected to believe that if I just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, insanity, that it's somehow going to be better and everything, and I just need to improve my attitude, and suddenly a job will just pop up in my face just because I'm positive. And I don't know, people put it into, they make it seem like it's just like that. And that was going to be another video I was going to do, having the right attitude. That, I don't know, people just think, they just say, oh, you just got to stop being negative, stop thinking negative, just be positive, and stop saying it's impossible to find work and all this and that, and remove the word impossible from your vocabulary. And I'm thinking, I'm going back in my head, reviewing everything I've tried and done, and I just can't get people to comprehend. And I've tried a lot of things that a lot of people haven't. A lot of people tell me to do my own business, and I've already tried doing that off and on over the years with repairing computers. And it's just, I keep saying over and over and over again, it's nearly impossible. Oh, there goes that word again. It's nearly impossible to sell any goods or services in this current economy, because it's fucking true. Because, I mean, the local 99 cents only store, where I bought this mirror that I'm watching my view screen with right now to check how far I'm filming into. I actually went in with my cousin, and we're just getting a few things, and we're in the checkout lane, and the guy that was at the register happened to be the general manager, or whatever his title was. He was like the head guy. And it was funny because me and my cousin were having a little debate about the job situation, and he was going to try to prove me wrong or talk to me to try to get me a job. And so he asked the guy if they're hiring, and that sparked the whole little thing. And he was saying, well, we get about 500 applications a month. And he said it never used to be that way back in the day. He said before 2008 or so, I think he said, because that was when the economic depression happened, when the edge of it, when it started. He said that they basically had to beg people to come and apply. Yeah, I can't believe that either. And now they get so flooded that he actually said they have to be lucky to get a call back and lucky to get a job, get hired. And that was just for a seasonal position. And that happened in February, I believe, and he said that the job would last until April or May or something like that. And I was telling my cousin, I'm like, see, look at that. And I really wish I was filming. I really wish I had my camera out during that time. And the funny thing is, I went back in there with the camera running, and I found him and I talked to him again, but I couldn't get him to repeat about the 500 applications a month. But he did say that currently in the back room there was a stack of about 100 of them. So there you go, guys. Having just a positive attitude doesn't fix the whole economy and just make a job pop in your face. And then people tell me that I'm unrealistic sometimes when I talk. Go figure. I just want to rip my hair out. My hair has already been coming out. I go and scrub my hair in the shower, and then I look at my hands and there's hair. I've just been really stressing, and just about everything, just my whole life and what it's led up to the point that it's been so far, just everything. I don't want to die or anything. I don't want to go and jump off a bridge, don't get me wrong. I want to live, but at the same time I'm just so frustrated sometimes, and people just don't understand. So anyway, there you go, guys. I'm just gonna leave it there at that before I end up ranting filling up this whole memory card again and turning this into a 4-part video like the first attempt that I tried doing about this topic. Anyway, rate, subscribe, comment below. Please don't be a troll. I'm tired of fucking trolls. And just because I said that, they're probably gonna go and thumb down attack me just for saying that. Oh my god, you fucking people drive me nuts. Alright, Brian tuning out, signing out, whatever. Adios. I'm tired. Bye.